would like to present you all the benefits that you will have with support, what we do, you can deliver your feedback to us, and some of the tools that are new that I would like you to get access to. So. Our goal is always to provide our customers with the best possible support or technical support that you deserve on the ArcGIS products. So this is in a frame within our established scope of support that we are going to talk about that in the end of our presentation. And we comply with all the quality standards provided by Esri as a support center. We have different support centers in different regions in United States, and the LATAM Support Center is part of those uh, regional centers. So what do you get with standard support? You will get unlimited remote support. You can log as many cases as you wish. You will have access to a team of experienced analysts. Our working schedule right now is from 7:30 to 5:30 Jamaican time. So you can access to us or call us or send us an email. We will be working through these hours. But if you get any other issue aside from these hours, you can also send an email. We will get them back the next day, first thing in the morning when we arrive to our operations. So what else do you have with the standard support? Our first contact response time, we do it below the 2 hours. And the response time also depends on the priority. Priority is what we would like to categorize our cases, and it's on what is representing to you this issue. Maybe it's a production down issue, or is an issue that is preventing you from your daily work. So we will assess this level of priority of your issue, and we will categorize it in your case. So we haven't had a situation that is super high. We have been able to work through it, but just so that you know, if you have a high importance case, the the contact times reduces because we would like to support you at your worst time. Then there's a figure also that we can use when a case gets too much work done, or for example, we have worked on that case a lot of time and we are not able to find a resolution to it. We are also able to escalate these cases to Esri Inc. if further help is needed from our team. However, since this require contact to another teams in Esri Inc., and we will need to get it back and forth and wait for responses. These response times will be delayed to 5 business days. But if we can do it in sooner than that, we will be able to do it. It's just because we have to contact other teams. That's why we put that. So yeah, I would like to thank you, our team, and we have here Sarah, the group to talk about this.
Thank you, Laura. Yes, as Laura mentioned, my name is Farah, and I've been working as the group lead for the LATAM team here or for the regional team here in our LATAM Support Center. So I would like to share with you some of the facts about how our team is working now and how we are organized to give you the best support that you can have. So right now we have 3 teams in our regional team. I mean, we are organized by technology, and we have 3 teams right now that are the desktop team, online team, and enterprise team, and we have different kinds of analysts in each team. So we have 4 analysts for the desktop team and 7 analysts for ArcGIS online team and 7 analysts for the ArcGIS enterprise team. So we have a main goal with this organization, and it is that we can build depth and specialization in our engineers. This is not only like an organization without any purpose, but we have some specific training programs to master their platform. So every case that you send to us is handled by someone that is truly prepared to work with the case. So that's the reason we have these specific teams in our support center. So we have different support channels to send support cases. We have an email request that is that you can contact us through an email that that you may note, and we will talk about that in just some minutes. And we have other channels that are the Esri support app, my Esri platform, and AI enhanced web form. So these are our general support channels, and we're gonna talk about some requirements or specifications of each of them. Okay? Could you go to the next one, Laura, please?
Perfect. Thank you, Sarah. So before we continue, Sean, could you please release our first poll? We would just like to get a bit of information on how frequently you use support. So yes, let me know if you're able to launch that, Sean.
I'll be launching it right now.
Perfect. Thank you. All right, so let's just wait a few minutes to get responses. But if you would like, we can continue with the info.
We can
So,
continue.
perfect.
Okay.
Later on, we will yes, see the results of that poll. So let me get to this. Okay, so later.
Okay. Thank you, Laura. Yeah, maybe it's kind of common that you send to us an email through my Esri. That's common. But we also have these other channels, and there are some specifications for each channel that you can consider, because my Esri is very organized, and you will be able to see a demo just in some minutes, with all the information that we register when we send a support case through my Esri. But when we do it through an email request, there are some specifications that we consider. So the authorized the authorized partner can send an email to the support address for receiving attention, and you must include first the Esri product associated with the problem. This means like, hey, I'm having issues with my ArcGIS Pro or with my ArcGIS Enterprise upgrade, or there is some crash in my ArcGIS Pro. Yeah, it is better for us if we understand which Esri product are you using to give you the better attention that is possible. So as you know, we have specific teams that are organized by technology, so it would be easier for us to assign the case to the specific team if we know the product that you are using. It's also important a brief description of the problem, what is happening, and it's really useful too if you attach some screenshots or a video or some evidence that can just let us know better what is happening. And also a landline or a cell phone where you want to be contacted, that is easier than just have a communication by email. You're right, Natalie, we had a little mistake here in our presentation related with the email, but the correct email is the address that Natalie just shared with us through the chat. Thank you, Natalie. So yeah, these are the considerations that we have to send cases by email.
Right. The next one that I would like to talk to you about here, you have these two QR codes if you would like to download it while I speak to you. So we have the Esri Support app that was an app developed for you to get more access and on in at every time in your day-to-day work. So what you will get access with the app of Esri Support, first the AI chatbot. There's a cool option of this AI chatbot different to the one that you will find in the support.esri.com, is that you can upload an error, an image with your camera of an error that you're encountering. I have a video for you to show you a bit how this works. Other functionality that you will only get in the Esri support app is that you can subscribe to bugs. So you can search a bug, and if you think that issue is related to your to something that you are having also in your day-to-day work, you can subscribe to it. There's no need to create a case and attach bug to your customer number. You will be able to subscribe to it and see if there has been advances on the fixing of this bug. There's a better navigation because you will have access to different types. You will see your cases. You will also review technical content. You will be able to get to the chatbot and much more, all in one application. And finally, you will have access to technical content. So you will have access to new articles, to videos that they have published, and you can also filter that by the technology that you would like. So either Pro, Online, or Enterprise. Everything that is released recently, you will be able to see it through this dashboard. So um, let me show you a bit of what you will be able to accomplish through the Esri Support app with support cases. So you will be able to review all the open cases that you have, and you will be able to take actions. So what are these actions? You can add a note to the case. For example, if you uh, review some testing and you need to add them, sorry, let me go back here. And you need to add information to the case, and you will be using the add note. Here you can also attach documents or attach photos if you would like. The second action is escalate a case. So whenever you feel that the standard support that you are getting is not it it does not fit the priority of your case, you can request us to escalate the case. We will assess if you need a change of priority, or if we need to involve further resources, or if we need to move that case along. So that's the way that you will let us know that your case needs to be handled with more priority. Then we have the closed case. Whenever you feel it's resolved, you can use the closed case option. Call the analyst if you would like to call the analyst. This do not inquire in any of your phone data. This call is being made by the application with an internet connection. And then you can also request a callback if you have a time frame where you can work with an analyst, so you can let the analyst know here your available time, that you will be available in this time frame. You can select different time frames, so that will tell the analyst that you want a call at this time. And also another functionality that is super cool, and it's only in the AI chatbot that is located in the AI support app, sorry, in the Esri support app, is the functionality of sending images. So you are encountering an error, you take a picture, you use that, you send it to the Esri support AI chatbot. And what the AI chatbot will see is review the information and try to get you solutions. So let me go a bit. It will try to tell you how you will solve this issue. So you will need to follow these steps. And if this solves your issue, then it will be all right. But if this doesn't solve your issue, then support is here for you always to create a case. So if this didn't solve your issue, please go ahead and create a case by all of these channels that we are sharing with you. Perfect. So the next channel that we have is my Esri. So Meli, do you want to chime in?
Okay, so now I'm getting to introduce you to MyEsri and the process to submit support cases. As an introduction, MyEsri is your central hub for managing everything related to your relationship with Esri. From there, you can access software downloads and the authorization numbers you need to install and activate your products. In terms of support specifically, MyEsri has a support tab where you can view all your technical support cases and also your customer service cases. You can also see the bug and enhancements that are associated with your organization. And if you're an authorized caller, you can take actions directly on those cases, like adding notes, requesting closures, and more. We will see this in more detail. But so far, essentially, MyEsri is like a really powerful tool to stay on top of everything related to your account. Now we're going to walk through the process of opening a support case from MyEsri. Under the support tab, you will find a request case button. Once you click it, you will need to fill out a form with the details of your case. First, you'll select the product. This is important because it helps us route the case to the right technology team. And with the product version, operating system specifications, and the language. Next, you will be able to add more details about your request, such as a category, a description of the issue, and any attachments you would like to include. If you have maybe logs or screenshots of errors, you can add them there. And you can see there the process. And you can also add additional context to make sure everyone involved in the case is copied so they receive every communications related to the case. And once everything is filled out, you can just click send request and your case will be created. Also, within the support tab, you will find this overview section where you can see all your cases, as well as any bugs, enhancement, and any hot fixes associated with your organization. You can also see like recent activity over there on a chart on support tab. And now, once you have created a case from MyEsri, you can also take direct actions on your cases. And I want to quickly walk you through those actions. The first one would be to add notes. You can add comments or attach files to a case at any time. And when you do so, the analyst gets notified automatically. So it's a great way to share additional evidence or give us updates without having to wait for us to reach out. The second one is to escalate cases. If you feel your case needs more attention or urgency, as Laura mentioned, you can request an escalation. And this adds a note to the case and raises the severity, and the analyst will review it and take appropriate action. The third one would be to ask for closure of the case. If you no longer need support of the issue, or it was resolved on your end, you can request the case to be closed from here, and the analyst will review the request and proceed with the closure. And the fourth one is to reopen a case. In case it was closed but the issue comes back or wasn't fully resolved for whatever reason, you can reopen it. But this can only be done within the first 10 days of closure. After that, you would need to open a new case.
Perfect. Thank you, Melissa. So just if you have any questions, you don't know how to enter, you don't know what category should I select, don't worry about it. You can just select the category that you would like, and we will just sort it out here it's just a bit to understand to what team this needs to get routed, but we can also do an internal routing here, don't worry about it. The main goal and what I would like you to get is that in that prescription, you will have to tell us everything that's going on. If you attach evidence, is super useful for us because we will see the issue from ourselves or the error screenshot that you are getting to us. So just fill out in. And now related to my Esri, there has been a new AI enhanced web form submission. What does this mean? Previously, you only opened a case in MySP, but now we are having, you can find this in the support.esri.com. Here, I will leave you the link so that you can access this AI enhanced case submission. I will leave you here with a video, but this is just a way of adding our AI solutions in and to help you get faster resolutions to your cases. So I just would like to confirm if you can
At Esri, we're
listen
dedicated to
to this
providing
video.
comprehensive expert
Yeah,
technical
it is
support to
working,
authorized
Laura.
callers
Okay, perfect. So then I'll mute myself and I will leave you to this video, please.
via call. At Esri, we're dedicated to providing comprehensive expert technical support to authorized callers via call, chat, and online case submissions. To that end, we're excited to announce enhancements to the case creation web form, including AI solutions. Let's take a moment to compare the form you're familiar with to the AI enhanced form. Probably the first difference you'll notice is the more streamlined product details section, requiring you to manually enter less info. Issue description is now broken up into 3 questions to encourage more detail. Along with the product details, this section forms the prompt for the AI, so give it as much information as you can, but don't include any personally identifiable information. In the old form, that was it. Review, submit, wait for a response. It did include some article suggestions, but the newer version will do more for you and do it better. So let's take a look at what the new form offers. You're not required to use the AI suggestions. You can click Continue to create a case. But with AI suggestions, you may potentially get instant answers. When you click Get AI Recommendations, the AI uses your issue details as a prompt and searches our extensive library of technical content to synthesize a comprehensive answer. If the AI suggestions helped solve your problem, you can opt to close your case. If it didn't quite give you the answers you needed, you can click Edit Case Details to revise your prompt. Or, of course, you can submit a case. Our expert technical support analysts are always happy to help. In this instance, the AI suggestions helped me resolve my issue, so I'll close out. Welcome to AI Enhanced Technical Support Case Submissions.
All right, team. So this is so that you can seamlessly tell an prompt what is going on. And now you don't have to select of all the options that we previously just saw. The AI will try to categorize the case in the product that it's based on your prompt, and it will share with us that. So, for example, if you decide that the AI chatbot has not solved your question and you request a support case, the support case will be created in the technology that the AI thinks should be created, and then we will continue the the support as a normal case. Wonderful. So okay. So now there's a topic that is called the customer satisfaction survey. I would like Sarah to, if you can please continue.
Thank you, Laura. Yes. So we have our customer satisfaction survey, and it is the official way to hear your opinion of the service that you received. So it looks pretty similar to the picture that we have on the screen. And we would like to enjoy you guys to use this way to score and to evaluate the way as we are working with you in your support cases, because this is to ensure that we are being effective and providing you with the best possible service. So it's greatly appreciate that you can give us your feedback in this simple 5-minute survey. So this should be, like knowing to you, because always after a case is closed, you will receive to your email this survey about your experience with us, and it would be like separate but through two specific sections. The first one is your experience with the product and with the support case, And the other part is your experience with the support analyst that was working with you. We use this survey to share, to understand your opinions, and it's important that you can share with us your appreciations and the areas where we can improve and where we can do the things better. So this feedback helps us to improve the service that we are giving to you, and we take so serious this information that we receive on the survey. So it's really important that you can participate in this survey and share your opinions with us. So
At
I
Esri, we're
think,
dedicated to
yeah, thank you, Laura. So how can we interpret the rating scale? So we will have some colors, and you can choose your, I mean, you can do your choose related with the experience that you have with us. So what can happen, it should be possible that you have an excellent experience with us, and that means that the service that we provide just met your expectations, and that's what we are going for. But it also can happen that you have above satisfied experience with us, or there are some things that maybe doesn't really was in the way that you expected to be. So it's okay. I mean, we are not looking for a specific score of that is excellent. What we would like to know is what happens, what really happens with the case and with the service that you received. So if your rating scale is not excellent, that's okay. But what we would like to know is what are the specific gaps or areas where the experience didn't meet your needs, right? So that's something that we really need to know, not only through the rating scales, but also to the comments space that you will have at the end of the survey. So this is a really important space where you can add like specific comments about the specific gaps or areas where the experience didn't meet your needs. And that's super useful to us to make some changes in our operation or in our way to do some things, and to understand how can we give you a service that really met your expectations.
Yeah, so in line with that, Sean, if you would please help me release the second poll, we would like to understand from your perspective what would be a five-star quality service. What should have been done in the case to have a five-star quality service? Thank you, Sean. If you have anything else, uh, oh, sorry, Sean. I think this is the last survey. We wanted to get the survey for the satisfaction, or maybe we already released that. Can you please confirm?
The satisfaction survey has not been launched. Should I launch it now?
Yes, please. That one first, and then will be this one of the scope of support.
Okay. We're waiting until the current poll is finished, and I'll launch the second one.
Okay, so this one is related to the next topic. So I just would like to understand from you, team, now that we have this poll here in screen, why, in which situations do you contact Esri technical support? Because we would like to tell you the scope of our support of how we can contact us. We have some examples for you, and there's also some things that are outside of the scope of support. So with this poll, we just like to understand the main purpose or the main situations that you use technical support for. So let's give a bit some minutes, and then we will release the other poll. Perfect, Sean. I think it's safe to say that we can open the next poll. We received some responses. Mostly installation and errors. Thank you. Exactly. And now this poll related to the CSAT was what will get you to score a 5 star in this CSAT's customer satisfaction survey that you receive when a case is closed? Thank you. We received one answer for a combination of all of the above. That's right. If you have any other that are not present in this list, you can also please let me know through the chat. We just want to know to make sure we're always giving you the best possible high quality support ever. So we would like to get your responses to the CSAT also to know if we need to take some actions, if we need to improve, that's all right. But when we receive also satisfaction surveys with good comments, that means that we need to keep on doing what we're doing to get your to your satisfaction. So thank you so much, team. I think we received the responses. So let me get now to the topic of the scope of support and some examples of use cases that you may have some questions. So the first thing is what is included in the scope of technical support. I have Melly here to talk more about it.
Thank you, Laura. So, as Laura mentioned, for this section, we're going to talk about what you can actually expect from us when you open a support case. So our technical support covers 5 main areas, which are support by product life cycle phase, installation and licensing, software functionality and workflow usage, troubleshooting, and providing documented code samples. We'll go through each of these in detail in the next slides. But the key idea is that if it's part of the official Esri software and if it is documented, we are here to help. So let's dive deeper into what's included into our scope of support. First, we provide technical support according to the product life cycle phase, as it is defined by the maintenance and support agreement. This covers general availability, extended support, mature support, and retired products. You can refer to the Esri product life cycle support policy for the full details. And second, we support installation, licensing, and configuration when the environment meets or exceeds the system and architecture requirements in terms of products, version, and operating system. We also support environments deployed through the official Esri deployment tools, included Amazon Web Services, Azure, and Red Hat OpenShift. What's not covered here is third-party hardware or software not provided by Esri, system architecture or performance tuning consultations, and troubleshooting issues caused by external infrastructure. Third, we handle how-to questions on documented tools and operations. For example, questions like, how do I use this ArcToolbox tool? Or is this a valid parameter for this API operation? Or how do I publish a hosted service? Or even, can you show me how to run this documented sample script? And continuing with this software functionality, there are some things within this category that we don't support, like performance complaints without errors, designing workflows, or even providing software training. And we also don't support debugging custom codes, custom apps, custom models, or custom components in general, customizing solution or tools, and also it doesn't include architecture design or multi-step workflow guidance. An important point here is that Esri support is different from consulting. So questions like, can you provide us the architecture schematic that fits our needs? Or which database security type best fits my organization? Another example would be, please provide me with a multi-step workflow or help me customize this sample script. Those requests fall outside what we can help you with. Fourth, regarding troubleshooting, if Esri software fails, let's say a crash, an error, and unexpected behavior, we will be able to help. Some examples of what we cover would be when a publishing service fails with an error, when a tool crashes, or when copying data into a geodatabase fails, when ArcGIS server crashes when sending a request, or questions like, is this behavior expected? Those kind of questions and requests will be addressed. But if the issue is caused by a non-Esri component, we will inform you, but we won't troubleshoot third-party elements. For example, performance complaints without errors, like I want faster performance without errors, or my tool takes longer than my colleagues. Those wouldn't be covered. And fifth, we provide documented samples and code snippets. This covers any Esri documented Python API or developed that ArcGIS.com sample scripts. And we can also provide pseudocodes to support concepts or snippets of specific methods and components. And now that we have reviewed what's included within the scope of support, Laura is going to talk about more specifically about what's out of the scope of support.
Thank you, Melissa. So yes, there's some situations where it goes out of what we normally do and it requires an engagement from another team. So I would like to tell you here what it's not included of the scope of support, but also to tell you which is the right team to contact for that. So to start off, we don't cover retired software. We have a life cycle policy where you will see the different life cycles of different products, the dates where they are released, the dates of the general availability, if the support was extended, if they are soon to be retired, that it's called mature support, or if they are retired. So if the version is already retired, we will not be able to help you out on a case, on a support case. The second is debugging custom code or components. So the reason why we don't do this is because you will need an understanding of a custom code or component beyond to what we understand of the software, because it was constructed for you or your workflow specifically, and we cannot debug that because we are not the most knowledgeable to do this. So support is limited to isolate issues in official Esri components. But what we can do, for example, if you have a custom code, you can isolate the fault in single component, and then we will help you address that single component. What do I mean? You have a full custom code, and you find out that the only thing that's failing on your code is the geoprocessing code snippet that you use. So you already isolated your issue to the geoprocessing tool. So we will help you address the single component and see if that code is written to what we have in our documentation, or if there's something there, if it's not working as it's expected, and you're using, for example, an SDK library, and it's not working as expected, we will be able to log a bug if we see, if we can reproduce and see that that component is failing. But that means that you will have to highlight us to the detail on where your code is failing. Then we will be able to help, not debug the whole code. Then customization of solutions or tool. If you want a customized deployment or modified your environments, install some other configurations or Windows registry changes for ArcGIS desktop. These customizations or solutions can be best handled by consultation in Spatial Innovision, or also through a partner that can help you with that solution. So the main point of contact will be Spatial. Spatial will be able to sort out which help you need to solve that question. What else is not included? Workflow design or software training. So if you don't know how to use a component, or if you don't would like to start getting another architecture, or you are, for example, in on-premise installation, and you would like to go to a virtual one, well, this workflow design or software training will need to be handled with Spatial Innovision, because it will be outside of the scope of support. But what do we support is what tool would let me do a buffer of 500 feet, or which app is can help me more with this data collection that I'm doing. So we will make suggestions to you, but we will not construct or we will not design a workflow for you. For example, if you can give me the full sequence of tools that I need to mm, divide this parcel in 100, or how do I use directly a product, this ArcGIS? Can you tell me how do I get to use ArcGIS Enterprise? This is more on the side of training. So our I would like to encourage you to call Spatial Innovision for this. Third-party hardware, software, technology, or peripherals not provided by Esri. Normally, this has to do with the architecture of your environment and how it's constructed. So what we can do is help you identify if the issue stems from external factors. We can sometimes see that the disk space is having a high peak, so we will tell you, or we will tell you that we identified this issue. But how you solve these configurations in your environment will have to be with IT or with your organization. So to acquire more resources, or to change the computer, or ask IT to give permission so that you can access certain data, we will tell you or informedly where we think the issue is heading from, but the solution of this issue needs to be done by another team. So this is super important. Support may help you identify the root cause, but it's the user's responsibility to correct any specific configurations. Lastly, information on products, prices, licensing, contracts, agreements. All of these questions should be redirected to Spatial Innovation because they own the contract that you have with them. So examples of this is how much does it cost to upgrade from standard to advanced? We would like you to connect with Spatial. The licenses I see in my Esri do not match what I purchased, or I want to change the permissions or authorize color in my Esri. Spatial will be able to help you with this. In what situations we do help you with licenses? For example, if you get an error message in my Esri where you cannot download a software, or you cannot authorize a number that you are seeing in my Esri, then with those type of errors, we will be able to help you out. It's only about pricing, licensing, and contracts that we don't have the information firsthand, and it's best handled by Spatial Innovation. And the seventh is system architecture, administrator configuration, performance tuning, or security. So this is a bit of what Melissa talked about in the last section. Whatever support is not able to do, we will tell you why we think this is outside of the scope of support and the best team that you contact. So for building models, deploying architectures, reviewing what like tuning performance for your environment, or personalized scripts, configurations in the virtualized infrastructure. Those are questions related to, hey, how can I build my software? How can I deploy it? So these are best answered by professional services at Spatial Innovation. That's why we wanted to tell you a bit of an example so that you know which team to contact for your needs. So yes, I think this is everything that we had prepared for this webinar, but I would like to see if you have any questions related support, or any comments about the support you've received so far. We would like to invite you to, even though you might think this is outside of the scope of support, but you're not sure, just create the case with us. We will tell you if we can handle for you, if we can get maybe some documentation, some info for you, and if definitely is something that we cannot help you with, we will redirect you. So don't feel that you cannot contact us with any of these examples that I just gave you. I want you to know that we are here for you. We have some set scope that we know, but we can help you also understand that support through the cases. So my invitation is that whenever you're stuck, whenever you feel you need some additional help, just contact the team and use the applications that are available for you so that you can have a better support experience. And now I just would like to open it for you if you have any questions.
Thanks for that great presentation, Laura. We have a question here from Maxine Leon. She's asking, since you don't cover retired software, is there a list so we can know? For example, since Pro is mostly used now, does that mean that ArcMap is not covered in the support program?
All right, so yes, that has to do with the support life cycle. So let me just real quick, I'm going to search for you the support life cycle for ArcGIS Pro. So if you would like to do it with me, you will type in Google support life.
But Laura, Melissa already sent the link through the chat.
Oh, thank you, Mel.
Yes.
So if you could please open this link will help you through different categories. We have different versions, we have different releases of versions, and we mostly have 3 or 2 version release at a year. It depends on the product. So here you will see whatever is in general availability or extended support, we will be able to support it. If it's a version that it's on mature support, we still be able to support it. The only thing to take into account there is that we will not be able to fix bugs if we find one, since it's a mature product and will be soon retired, there will be no fixes to that product or that version that is mature. And then when the software is retired, it means support cannot help you. Uh, there cannot be fixes to that version, so no bugs, no enhancements, but still you will get access to all the information or all the documents that are present in our database or knowledge base of documentation. Could you please tell me know if that answer your question?
So Maxine says, yes, it does. Thanks so much for that great response, Laura. Is there any more questions before we wrap this webinar? If not, let's share the results from the polls. The customer satisfaction survey, the question was, which statement best describes a 5-star support? We had 3 persons saying a combination of all of the above, and 1 person saying the analyst understood my problem and guided me effectively. For our scope of support survey, we asked, in which of the following situations would you contact Esri technical support? 1 person said installation, licensing, or configuration. 3 persons said product errors or unexpected behavior.
Good, good. Those are parts of what's of the scope of support. So thank you. Yeah.
And for our ArcGIS support, the question was, how often do you contact ArcGIS technical support? 2 persons said for a few times a year, and 1 person said they've never contacted technical support.
Okay, that's good to hear because with this you will be able, you know how to contact us, and we are here for you. There's a dedicated team for to attend your to sorry to answer to your questions, to your problems. To see if you don't know how a process our documentation, now you can also ask us questions of how to, and then we will share with you the documentation and to help you out. So thank you for your honest responses. Um, yes, I think we can close out this webinar. Thank you, Sean. Thank you, team, for participating.
Thank you so much, Laura, Sarah, and Melissa from the Esri Columbia team for joining us for this special webinar. We also have one last question. Nicole Young had asked, will this recording be shared? Yes, Nicole, it will be shared and uploaded to our YouTube page, and a link will be sent to all the attendees to watch the recording. Also, just a reminder, the technical support email for Esri is esritechsupport@spatialvision.com. That's esritechsupport@spatialvision.com. And with that, we'd like to wrap this webinar. Thank you so much again, Laura, Sarah, and Melissa for joining us. Thank you for all our attendees, and we hope you have a great day.
Thank you guys. Have a good one. Bye.
Thank
Take care.
you. Bye.
Bye-bye.